I just got all my stuff together. I was like running around grabbing like the brushes I needed, some paper towels, the water, the ceramic dishes for mixing things. I was like not ready, but thank God for a 5-minute starting soon screen. Hello everyone, good to see you. Let me say hi, Zolia, F, Steffi, Anirudh, Burya, Suzu, Celine, Bruna. Welcome everyone. Good to have you both Twitch and YouTube side. That shirt is pretty. Thank you. This is actually one of my favorites, but I almost never wear it because I feel like it's kind of I used to have a very loud sense of fashion and then it kind of stopped. I don't know. I like went into the beiges and kind of never looked back, but this is from that era of my closet and I just never managed to throw this one out. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I really like it too much. Me Chari, am I saying that right? Welcome to chat. Hello. Oh, it's 1:12 a.m. here. I will sleep soon, but I'm gonna rush my site conference research poster. Good luck with your site conference research poster at 1:12 a.m. Truly the life of academia. I see you. I'm doing okay. How are you, Celine? I always accidentally have YouTube chat scrolled. I'm so sorry. I'm using acrylics, but oh, okay. Wait, are we painting together today? That's exciting. I love that you guys are also getting art supplies out. Jaden, hello. Just watching. Hello. Trees are actually secretly green, not brown, and shadows aren't black. Wait, what do you mean secretly green, not brown? Or do you mean brown, not green? Yeah, I'm just okay. First of all, today we're doing watercolors. I'm always like, I don't always announce the topic. I have a book that is targeted at like beginners such as myself. I have only done watercolors like once in my life and it was for a fundraiser stream where we all painted the same like Genshin scene and then auctioned it off for charity. That was like 2 years ago now. It's been a while. And so I was like, that was fun. And I felt like I had decent intuition for it. So I was like, why don't I try to get a little better at it? And then I think on Twitter, I saw that Emily Lex, I think is the artist name, does these like workbook style watercolor workbooks, I guess. And they're spiral bound, so they lay flat. And it's almost like a proper watercolor block, but like thinner, obviously. And then for each of there's like a sketch. Sorry, it's like too bright. There's a sketch. Oh, you can kind of see if I tilt it, but let me actually change the exposure real quick so you guys can see. There's a sketch provided for each of the drawings and then also a reference of what the end result will look like. And then they also talk through like the colors that you should be using and the process, like the step-by-step process of how to do it. So I think it's like quite beginner friendly and pretty minimally packaged in a way that makes me very happy. Oh, now it's overexposed. That should be okay. Light always washes out graphite in weird ways on camera. Yeah, it's always tricky. I don't think this is technically graphite anyway. I think it's printed. But there's a long, like this is specifically birds. I also got the same artist has like a bunch of different themes if you want to check out her stuff. It's Emily. You okay? Are you okay, Zahara? Oh, she wants to leave. Okay, 1 second. I didn't realize I had my door closed and she was like trapped, I guess. Doing art on stream is hard. Yeah, but I think it's also a really good way to like stay accountable because my whole problem with art and trying to get better at it over the years is that I mean, in typical ADHD fashion, I go in like spurts, right? So I'll go for like a whole month where I do nothing else but draw. And then it's like still bad because I'm kind of fixating on the wrong things and not drilling the right things. Same problem with instruments, to be fair, but I felt like this was a pretty fun kind of incremental way to do it. And I was saying that on her website, on Emily Lex Studio website, you'll see a lot of other themed workbooks. So they also have like plants and like garden paintings and like lots of other random stuff, honestly. But I think the plants one sells out frequently. The birds one was actually close to selling out. I think I took one of the last copies that was available at the time. But I do like how anatomically accurate they are. So there's like 12 birds on this one. And I figured I would just start. I guess you can go in any direction. We can just choose one and go. But there's also a whole ass like intro section. Oh my god, wait, I just realized I didn't set up my hand cam like a dumb. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something obvious. That's really fast. 1 second, let me just grab it. But there's like an entire introductory section here where they like talk through the supplies that you need and the basics. But let me set up my hand cam. Oh god, where's the cable? It's over here. Okay. Oh my god. Sapporo got really skittish when she saw me coming at her. What did you think I was gonna do? Attack you? What's wrong with you? Okay. I use my old Android phone for hand cam. So this is Droid Cam, and then nice. Okay, that should do it. And then let's just see if it's working. Yes. Nice. Okay, so now I can properly show you guys the introductory content that I was talking about. So I was going through the watercolor supplies literally right before starting stream of just like, shoot, what do I need? And then I guess let's read through the other basics because it has been 2 years since the last time I tried to do watercolor. I know, isn't the book itself really beautiful? I think it's so cute. Tufted titmouse. Who is naming birds for real? I don't even. It's okay. I won't criticize. I'm not any better. Yeah, it's actually teaching. Exactly. It's like targeted at people who are looking to learn. So I felt like it was really perfect. Okay. Watercolor basics. Oh, I will say that the paintbrushes, it says round size 2 and 6. I know I had like a full set of watercolor brushes. I don't know where they went. But anyway, I have my size 8 brush and my size 2 brush here. These are all things that I have like a whole thing of brushes here that I use for cosplay stuff, and I just dragged it out basically. But I guess 8 is close enough. It's gonna be a little bit imprecise, but it is what it is. So instead of a 2 and a 6, I have a 2 and an 8. I have my little jar of water that hopefully I won't accidentally drink from. And I have paper towels over here and various ceramic plates for mixing. But I vaguely felt like I only needed like 2 last time I did this. Okay, watercolor basics. The key to watercolor is water. If your paint is wet, you can blend colors and create that pretty watercolor effect. If you see brush strokes, add a bit more water. If your brush is too full, just dab it lightly on your paper towel. Because watercolor paint is transparent, you'll always begin with the lightest colors and work up to your darker shades. When you add paint to wet areas of artwork, the paint will blend together. This is called wet on wet. Sounds like innuendo. If you want a separation of color, be sure to wait for the first layer to dry before adding the next, wet on dry. Both are excellent techniques and you'll use a little bit of both with each painting. Oh, I just remembered last time we did this, I had a blow dryer also so that you could do a speed dry, so that you could do wet on dry faster without having to wait. So I guess I'll go grab my dryer too. If you make a mistake, don't worry, use a clean paper towel, gently blot the area, remove paint. You can also add clean water with your brush and blot it to erase mistakes. Most of all, had fun. Okay, that is straightforward enough. I have this is the one that was recommended to me by the watercolor artist who like directed our fundraiser thing that I mentioned. It worked well for me last time, so I think it should continue to. Enjoy your lyric, Sunlit Eyes. Gabby, hello! If you don't mind me asking, Regear, what do you use for the hand cam? Oh, right. I guess I accidentally answered without reading your chat, Cassie. This thing here is a literal Android phone, and then the app is called Droid Cam, and then Droid Cam has an OBS plugin called Droid Cam OBS, and then you just plug it in via USB, and then OBS will recognize it as a video input. Okay, I have the same palette. F, awesome. I hear this one is very popular. It's already, the colors have gotten like a little muddy already, even just from me doing just the tiniest bit. I guess I'll go get my blow dryer and then we can get started. Oh, okay, there's another page here. Mixing colors. Mixing colors is one of the best parts of painting with watercolor. And in this workbook, oh, my mic is like pointed the wrong way, 1 second. In this workbook, you'll find the color palette used for each illustration. All of the swatches shown have been mixed using a basic set of watercolor paints. To mix a color, first wake up the paint by adding water, wiggle your brush in it. Once your brush is full of paint, transfer to a palette. Any white ceramic dish will do. Add your next color and mix together on the plate. When your painting session is finished, simply let the paint dry on your plate. When you're ready to paint again, wake up the paint by adding a little water. I see, so you can just like keep the dishes going. I guess maybe I want to use these, but I feel like I use these ceramic dishes so often. I should use something I reach for less often. When mixing colors, you'll want to know a few basic color theory principles. Ah, yes, we did cover this the last time I tried this on stream. So you have red, yellow, blue, and you can make secondary colors with the obvious combinations that we all learned in like elementary school. But then there's tertiary colors where you mix a primary color and a secondary color. And then there's also like a saturation thing. So this one is add brown to get an earthier hue. For pastel colors, add water to dilute. To deepen colors, you can add black. To add shadows, you want to mix up a warm gray using black, brown, and lots of water to dilute the paint. Oh wait, it doesn't actually cover the color theory aspect. So I guess the number one coolest thing that I learned during that last stream was the whole like use complementary colors to desaturate. Not that I can remember what they are right now. Well, orange and blue, yellow and purple, red and green, blue. Yeah, okay, I think that's all of them because it's red, yellow, blue. So reds is green, yellows is purple. Is it purple? Am I dumb? Blue. Blue and orange, right? Why are they all secondary colors? Is that normal? I guess it is. I need a color wheel. Okay, so I did remember the right colors, and I guess all the complementaries are secondary colors. Okay. Can we define what complementary colors are? I guess you would need a color wheel. But it's the, like, do you know what, if you know what a color wheel is, like visualize that in your head, and the complementary color is the one that's like directly opposite it. And like the way color theory works is just that if you take two colors that are opposite each other and like put them together, then it's, I don't know, it has like a desaturation effect. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm not an artist. That's what I was told last time. I guess the complements are effectively, like if red and green, yeah, what Cassie's saying. Red's complementary is yellow and blue put together. And yellow's complementary is red and blue put together. And blue's complementary is red and yellow put together. So it's the combination of the other two primaries. Yeah, F also said it in YouTube chat. Nice to have a color wheel on screen. Oh my god, you're so right. Here, let's grab one. Color wheel. And then we can always just look. Let me grab one with like a transparent background so it's not filling up a bunch of the screen. I want a simple one. That's fine. Here we go. How do I... Oh, here we are. Boom, color wheel. I'll just put it, where should I put it? You guys can hang out with it over here. A little baby color wheel. It's cute, I like it. Seems like complementary colors. Oh, suddenly remembering painting a color wheel all the way back in the first year of high school. That was really fun. Oh, like as a color exercise? That's actually really interesting. Yeah. I wonder if I should maybe grab like one of my blocks to do that. Okay, well, let's do, I guess let's start with a bluebird. That is what my VTuber is based off. So my VTuber specifically a mountain bluebird. Okay, so this is the color palette. There's like a pale blue, a gray, a brown, and a black. You start with the light gray on the belly, leaving the middle portion unpainted. Is that like this being the middle portion? And then mix orange and brown and paint the top of the chest, letting the paint blend. Paint the head and the wing blue, and then a small brush to add feather details. Paint the underside and tail feathers gray blue. So that's this portion. And then brown feet and smaller lines with darker brown. And then beak and eye are black with a white dot for a highlight. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that blow dryer and I'll be right with you. The reason I remember having a blow dryer last time is because I remember I had it plugged in and then I unplugged it a little too hastily and it unplugged my entire PC, so stream went down. The stream cut off for like, I don't know, like 5 minutes probably before I managed to get it rebooted, but it was pretty funny. Okay, hopefully I don't do that again. What are you? What is this attached to? Oh, this is my DAS, so I think I can unplug it. Very good. Okay. Oh, sleep well, Celine. Good luck with your poster. All right. Wait, what did you think was purple, Oceanic? This? Is the color balance off, actually? Like, is the white balance off? Let me see. I think it's okay. I think it's okay right now, but let me know if not. All right, I'm just gonna start. I'm also kind of like, maybe I should start with a bird I like care about less. Or like, is there anyone that feels simpler? No, I feel like they all get progressively more complex. Oh, the chickadee is so cute. Yeah, I do think the bluebird is literally the simplest one. So, pigeon. Okay, we're gonna do it. All burbs are important. What do you mean? But like, important to me. Chickadees, nuts. Okay, paint the belly light gray. A light gray. I mean, that'll just be black and shit. Is that brown? I think that might be brown. That is brown. How do I make gray again? Do I have black? Do I just need the complementary? But it's brown. A brother doesn't have black. I thought this was black. It looks black as brown. The goal is to fail. You're so right. You're so right. Well said. Oh shoot, the sun's coming out. Add a little blue. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Add a little blue. I need more water. Woo! Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Let me pick up a little more blue. Why am I using my left hand? And then more of the brown. Okay. But I need it lighter. So more water. That looks kind of greenish. Does it need more blue or more brown, do you reckon? Maybe more brown. Yeah. Or I don't know. I'm second guessing myself now. ITK. ITK. I guess, should I try the other blue instead of the lighter blue? What does it do? Time to find out. Unclear. Oh, yeah. That seems more correctly toned for what I'm looking for. The sketch is so derpy. I know, with the like round eye. I think it's very cute. More brown if it looks greenish. You probably want straight orange. Straight orange. What paints are these? I don't know, man. They were just whatever was recommended. Oops, I got paint on it. Whatever was recommended a long time ago by Lixie. Let me wipe that off real quick. Okay. They look fancy, they do. Is that too dark? That feels too dark. I feel like it's better to be too light than too dark, right? So I should keep diluting it. Still looks too dark. It is a little greenish, so then we need orange, is what you were saying? Am I crazy? Is that gonna hit the page as dark as it looks? Probably not, right? But it is like really light. Let me do a little bit of the orange? Red? Red. A little bit of red tone. And then more water. Help. Why are you so dark? I should just be pouring water at this point. That's probably not a good idea. I thought about it. Can dab a test on paper towel. I like that. It looks kind of greenish. Greenish, so then I would want like a red. Just a straight red. Oh, now it's brown. What have I done? What have I done? I guess more, no way about it, but more blue. Yikes. This is like when you do your eyeliner. And it's like you keep going back and forth and you keep overshooting on both ends. That's what it feels like. I think this is the right tone, so I just need to water it down now. It looks exactly the same. What's the point? What's the point, guys? I'll do a little more water. Paint the shape with clear water. I love that. You're right. That's a great tip. Okay, so with water. Here. And then add pigment. Okay. I feel like I made it too watery. These light colors are tricky. Hard to say. Should I just point the dryer at it and see what happens? Yeah. Let's go. Silk painting, Cassie. I feel like this one got too watery on the tail. I'm just gonna dab that off. Blow dryer ASMR. Looks like a nice light gray. I like to hear that, F. I guess I achieved the goal. Okay, so then orange and brown to paint atop the chest. Let me switch the saucers here. Orange and brown. Orange, orange and brown. I feel like I kind of just needed brown, actually. Like, my orange is kind of too orangey. Look at that. Okay, let me maybe start that over. Didn't realize it was just a picture. Yeah, if only I could actually paint like that. That's the reference. That's the reference. Red, happy 47 years. Thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Okay, let's just start with the brown. See what it looks like. Yeah, this brown is already hella orange. Because it's the lighter brown. And then we established that that's the darker brown, right? So maybe let me just pick up more of this one. Yeah, that seems right. And then it just needs more water. Let's see. What's that look like? Bit dark, but if we do the same water technique that was recommended earlier, it should be okay. Ashlyn, hello! Grinding at 1 a.m. How come so many of you guys are grinding schoolwork at 1 a.m.? You know what? I shouldn't be one to talk. I was exactly the same way when I was still in school. Alright, so we're gonna do the chest area now. It like comes down a little bit on the sides and then goes a little bit onto the neck here. Pick up a bit of the pigment. Ooh! It's a little too watery, I think. Let me just... Yeah? And then I can probably dry it off and then do like a second layer over the chest here so it gradients a little more. I think that seems right. Oh shoot, what have I done here? 1 a.m. grind was so often for me. Yeah. I feel like college was all 1 a.m. grinds for me as well. What I want to know is how people do like watercolor at the park or some shit like that, you know? Like, I need my blow dryer. I feel like I'm making it look patchier accidentally, which is not the goal. I want it darker up top, but now it's like I didn't let it dry enough, it feels like. I like the just vibes approach too, Ledger Forth. I agree. Oh, it's too late to fix that one. I mean, okay, maybe I'm being too chicken about the opacity. Maybe I can go darker than I think I can. Okay, well, if I'm gonna do that, then I should just pick up more pigment, right? Because I feel like it's like the paper is just showing through too much. I also screwed up the roundness here, but hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, Pizza Princess, thanks for the raid. Hello. Sorry you guys came in right as I was blow drying a piece of paper. I think the references images are all printed. Yeah. Hello, welcome raiders. Good to have you. I'm suffering. Hello, what were you guys up to? Have a great stream. Thank you. I hope you had a great stream too, Pizza Princess. Let me do the... Did a mod beat me to it yet? Here, I'll just do it. I can't tell. You guys are very excited, raiders. Pizza Princess G. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. You were just chatting. I hope you had a great just chatting stream. Rest well. Thanks again for the raid. Nice to meet you all. My name's Ying. I'm a variety streamer and once in a while VTuber, but we are on the handicrafts bullshit recently. I'm really bad at it, can you tell? You know what? It's all part of the process. It's okay. I can draw a dumb bluebird so that one day maybe I'll draw a cool pigeon, you know? Here's the pigeon. These are all references, images. Oh, by the way, the workbook that I'm using is by Emily Lex. So if you're curious, it's like very beginner directed. So there's a lot of information on the front about like how to do things. So if you are also looking to get onto your handicrafts bullshit, I do highly recommend this. Great energy, beautiful birds. Exactly. I love that. That's exactly what I want to hear in my chat. Shit. I literally fucked it up so bad, but it's okay. You know what? We live and we learn. I'm gonna do one more layer. Am I gonna make it worse? I feel like I'm gonna make it worse. Is it dry? Ah, it's not dry! Okay, back to the blow dryer. Maybe I should have just been doing more wet on wet instead of wet on dry. Also, the blow dryer literally changes the direction of the paint. Should I be waiting for it to dry more? Blend it more with plain water. You're right, you're right. Here. Thank you, veterans for holding my hand. Grab some plain water, blend it more. What will that actually achieve? Well, now it's too light here. It's okay. Push the pigments in. Surely that's how this works. Here. Just fill it in. It's like it never happened. let me clean up the edges a little. It's bothering me. I also got the shape around here a little wrong because I wanted to leave some roundness for the blue here, and then it's just like that looks like a whole ass penguin. But you know what? It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. I would say trust the process, except I actually don't think I know the process. And that's okay too. We all start somewhere. That's pretty. I like to hear that, Cultivator. I'm glad you think so. Wug watercolor. The wug is just gonna be like straight blue. Like there's nothing else. I'm learning. Okay. A little bit more here. Oh my god, it's like gongshirala. How do you say that in in English? It's bulbous. Okay. There's like two. It just feels like I feel like I'm scared of the water and I shouldn't be because it's literally a watercolor. Okay. This time I'll be patient and let it dry properly before I mess with it. I say as I literally go to mess with it. Okay. The one thing I learned over the years, you can always outdo the reference. What does that mean, Gabby? You're doing great for learning. She looks like a natural. I love the encouragement gesture. Your bird will be unique even if it is shit. Anarud and F, thank you for the... I don't even know if that's encouragement anymore. I think you guys are shit talking me. Okay. It's literally lighter here than here. It's both. It's unique and shit. There's enough room on the page for Bluebird Part 2. I don't know if I want to. Well, I mean, there is literally a blank page at the end. Like, I could do my own thing here, I guess. Or honestly, I mean, I have my own watercolor blocks. I'll just keep trying to follow these. We'll just drill bluebirds. We'll just drill them until I know what I'm doing. All right, let me get more of that brown. Okay. Is that gonna be dark enough? We'll see. I feel like the problem I'm having is pigment gathering on the edges and hollowing out the center. You see what I mean? Never seen someone use a hairdryer before. Look, I'm impatient. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. Yeah, I'm done. I don't care anymore. We're gonna move on to the blue. So I'm gonna wipe off the orange and reuse this saucer. Okay, so we're trying to mix like a gray blue almost. I'll just start with this blue and see where it takes us. Oops. Here, I'm gonna mix with my left hand. It's just easier. Okay, and then probably a bit of orange. Too much orange. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, getting a little closer. I need that dark blue. There you go. It's a little greenish. But we're getting closer. All right, so the verdict is then that I need... Am I misreading it? Is it greenish? I think it is greenish. If it's greenish, let's look at the color wheel. Red? Like a tiny bit of red? Okay. See if you can apply it in thinner layers. I don't like using the hairdryer, so I just wait. But you finding it okay? There's no way I could wait. Wait, how long are you waiting between layers? Is that normal for watercolor artists? You guys just sit there and wait? Are you okay? I could not. I truly could not. I don't think I got that in me. It's a little greener than I want it to be. Maybe I'll just put more blue in it. Yeah. Yeah, close enough. You guys are saying thinner layers. So like less water. So I should dry the brush out a little more. I can do that. Okay, so... Is that too thin? Oh shit, it's getting muddy. It touched the brown bit on the chest, which I guess wasn't properly dry. There was a way Lixie taught us to test if it was ready, like if it was dry enough. I already don't remember it. Easier to make thin thicker than thicker thin. Yeah, but what does thick or thin even mean in this context? Purple. When the layers are thin, they dry pretty quick. Oh. Like it's an amount of water thing? So I was just putting too much water on? I think that makes sense actually. That would explain why the edges are like so thick. I work very slowly and get distracted very easily, so having music playing or something helps the time pass. It doesn't actually take too long to dry. Your little guy's very squishable looking. I love them already. Okay, I think that makes sense. So just like This was a pretty thin layer, and I think the edges are looking more manageable already. So then just stack another layer on top of it. Should I test if it's... Okay, it seems okay actually. And then it'll get more opaque, I guess, is my assumption. Okay. Thankfully I don't have to avoid the eyes and beak too much because it's just gonna be black going on top of everything. Oh, that is getting more opaque. Okay, cool. Very cool. I guess I do want this part to blend a little bit more anyway. Should I try to do that right now? It's probably too late for some amount of this, but better than not doing it, I guess. Okay. Pigment pooled at the edges because there was a bit more water. Also, when the paper gets wet, it bubbles up. So it's just too much water in general so far. That makes sense. I want to bounce that bird like a ball. Affectionate. I relate. I relate. Oh shoot, there's some of this happening that I don't want to happen. The like lines. I wonder if I can blend this out at all. Oh shit! I dropped my brush. This part? Is there any saving that or not? I give up. I wonder if the artist has a book for using pencil watercolors. Wait, what are pencil watercolors? I've never even heard of those. Once completely dry, it cannot blend. Yeah, I figured. All right, let me do one more coating of the blue. I might make it a little bluer with the bright blue. Here. Okay, and then I'll just go, it feels like it's a darker blue, but it says use a small brush to add those details, so maybe I should just wait until later for that. Okay. So I'll move to smaller brush after. Okay, 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 okay. It's okay, it's his unique feather pattern. I love like Corin and Sunlit in here like, don't worry, it's cute. Thank you for the reassurance. You color with pencils before you apply water. That's cool, Anaroot. I haven't heard of those. Misty Wolf also here to just support me. I also just realized that I accidentally painted over the orange bit here. That was an accident, but it's too late now. I think this will be a fun reference for like I'll work my way through this book And then I'll get I have a blank watercolor block too, and then I'll just try to draw this again on my own, and like maybe I'll have learned something, or maybe I won't have, you know, like we'll find out. Okay, let me grab the smaller brush and try adding some darker blue details. I don't know how dark I should make it. That seems like a pleasant color. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so there's like on the crown of its head, and then it kind of, there's like brush stroke looking shapes. And then, I don't know if this is dark enough. And then some feather-like details around here. That was way too much water. Hold up. Is it like, if I do strokes like this, will it dry feather-like? I guess that makes sense. Oh, that's actually a lot more texture than I thought I was gonna get out of this. Too much. Yep. Okay, that's not bad. Just going from blue to brown, you've already leveled up. What does that mean? Where did I go blue to brown? I think that'll do, honestly. I don't know that I need to add much more than that. I could make it even bluer at the edges. That's kind of it. The feathers are adorable. That's what I like to hear. I'm glad I didn't completely screw it up. I feel like I want a more layered effect than what I'm getting, but my like pigment management skills aren't quite there. I keep adding blue and it's like it's not achieving the effect I'm looking for, you know what I mean? Okay. I think I need the bigger brush here, actually. Because there's some feathering I didn't mean to happen out here. Okay. Okay. Whew. Let's dry it. Actually, I might blot it first. Okay. There we go, there we go. The blue gradient looks nice. That's very reassuring. Okay, paint the underside and the tail feathers gray blue. So I guess I can grab the darker gray that was here. And maybe I'll just use the smaller brush at this point. This one might need a little more pigment. Let me mix some of this in. Okay. So it'll be this tail feather area. Not dark enough. How can I make it darker? I guess it makes sense that like while you're mixing colors between steps even, you can see entire layers like drying out already if there wasn't that much water to begin with, especially. Oh, messed up over here. I feel like the little brush is actually pulling so much weight for the like feathery texture. The tiny brush is really carrying my ass. Also realizing I should have done this part wet on wet probably instead of wet on dry. But the gradient is coming through. I kind of want to get it even darker, but maybe if I just layer it? Dry brush the pigment to make it darker. You can add water later. Oh! Dry brush the pigment? Wait, but I only have brown. I don't have like a black. Is that gonna be okay? Like it won't blend on the page. I guess it kind of is. Wow, dry brushing watercolor pigments, what a concept. Did that work? I feel like it did, but it also kind of killed my gradient here. Okay. The water is simply there to help the pigment stretch across the paper and determining how the pigment moves, but it isn't an ingredient in the final product. Oh, because it dries. Yeah, that's true. That's a really fun way to think about it. I like that. Okay, is that dry enough? I want more. I want it darker. I think it's like layer by layer slowly getting there. Satsuo Koopa, that was my issue too. I think in childhood I tried watercolor once and it destroyed the paper so badly that it like traumatized me. And then I was like, never again! I'm bad at art. Somya, welcome to chat. Hello. I see Sapporo coming for me. What do you want? What do you want? What is it? How can I help you? Do you want to come join me on the chair? Nope. She said no. Okay. I can respect your decisions. God, who's constantly texting? I'm gonna mute. It's one of my group chats. Okay. You just need thick paper. Is this not thick enough? Wait, painting Pokemon is very motivational. I like that. That little dot in his eye makes it look like he's been through some things. I know, right? Watercolors made me less traumatized about my brushing skills because I used pencil watercolors, which was so much easier. All right, Andrew, you were talking about pencil watercolors earlier. It did sound like it would be more forgiving. That's true. Okay, let's combine probably the gray and the blue a little here. And then I'll use it for the ends of the tail feathers, but I think I need it grayer. Like a little muddier overall. Maybe like this. Okay. Yeah. My strokes aren't as clean as the reference, but good enough, honestly. Oh, it's too late. That one's not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. Lily, hi. Also, hi. Hello. Good to have you. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm hates my channel now. That's what I get for disappearing for 2 years. I fully expected it. It is truly what it is. All right, let me fill up my tea real quick. Enjoy your lure, Gabby. It's nice to be painting alongside you. Okay. I think he's gonna look so cute when he's done. F, you have so much more faith in me than I have. But thank you. It depends. Local art stores usually keep... Oh wait, Sato Kupo had a question? Let me read it. Thick equals expensive, doesn't it? But I should get into it again. Oh, as in like paper weights? And then Sunlit Size says, local art stores usually keep 180 to 200 GSM for the sketchbooks, which is nice for general practice. If you want to start learning or relearning, starting with 300 is super nice because you learn your water control and can move on to the thinner paper with more ease. Oh! I guess I didn't even look into what the paper weight is for this. I don't know if it even says. Yeah, I don't think it says on the book. I still rewatch the 2-year Arashi on Stars. That was a good video. I kind of miss making On Stars videos, but I haven't been playing On Stars as often anyway. I mean, I only log in for Arashi stuff, which is like understandable. I think that's how most people play On Stars. It's like you log in for Yoshi and that's kind of it. That's kind of it. I actually really like the almost green-blue hue that came out of this. It like dried really prettily on the page. Okay. It's time for the feetsies, indeed. Indeed, Corin. Paint the feet brown and then a darker brown. So I guess if we're done with the blues, I'm gonna wipe this one out. And combine the browns. Or honestly, I was thinking about the dry painting thing. Like maybe I can just dry paint brown. Although my concern is this brown looks too warm toned and I want like a darker. Well, now that's gray. But I mean, that is getting closer to what I was trying to do. Okay. picked up too much pigment just now. I should really get like a proper watercolor palette. Is that the right wording? Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Oh, this might be too dark. It's okay. Do you erase graphite sketches after you do a watercolor usually? Is that a thing? Little Fitz! It's so cute. It's adorable. Okay. And then I'll probably darken this even more with some blues. I'm like, do I need a black watercolor? Because it's not in the palette that I have. Arches. Arches! You can see improvement just going from the belly to the back to the tail. Wait, really? I can't tell, honestly, but I'm glad you see it. Add small lines with a darker brown. Okay, so is it like this? I think you just do tiny little lines across. It's cute. They're little chicken feet. Little chicken feet. Yippee! Okay. Time for the beak and the eye. I don't have a pure black, so hopefully this holds up. I'll do the beak first. Oh yeah, it kind of did come out like a proper black though. I guess my mixing was adequate, which is reassuring. Yeah, it does look like a black. Pure black isn't a thing. Would you just use like a marker? Okay, let me see if I can leave that little white dot. It's bourbon time. He's a baby. This is so cute. It actually came out. I know the little eye really brought it to life. In Chinese proverbs, you know how Chinese people love like 4-word proverbs? There's one called 画龙点睛. And it's just it's conveying the point that like sometimes it takes that like final detail to bring something to life. And the story for 画龙点睛, it literally translates to drawing a dragon and then dotting the eyes. So in the fable that goes along with it, it's literally there's like a guy and he's a great painter, and then he draws the dragon and everybody's like, wow, that's a beautiful dragon, and he's like, but wait, there's more, and he draws eyes on it, and the dragon is so lifelike that it like comes to life and flies off the wall that he draws the mural on. That's my first watercolor, I guess solo self-directed technically watercolor ever. That's exciting. It actually looks not bad. I'm kind of into it. Since I'm bringing up the Chinese proverbs, I want to show you guys something that I found recently. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's here. So, I used to attend school in China for a few years of my life, as many of you know. And while I was there, read a lot of like books and novels in Chinese. I was very young. I was like 9. No, actually not even. I was like 7, 6 or 7. And recently I was at my parents' house and I was digging through their bookshelves looking for something specific. I can't remember what it was. And I found 3分钟成语故事. And in it, there's even a little bookmark. This is like, I'm like, this is the bookmark I used to use when I was a small child in China. Like, I haven't, this whole time, I guess I read to this point and left the bookmark here and then just like never finished this book. Anyways, it's like has pinyin on all the words, which shamefully, I must admit, I need now. Not for all of the words, right? But once in a while, I'm gonna be like, what the heck is that? Oh, 增元. Got it, okay. And I realized like I wanted to learn 成语 for so long. I wanted to run an idea past you guys. So I've been avoidant of making Chinese learning content for a while because I didn't want to, like, I got pigeonholed into the Genshin thing and I got pigeonholed into the Chinese, like the Duolingo situation or like language learning niches, and I like hated being pigeonholed. And so that's, I think, understandable of a sentiment for a content creator. But now that I'm doing it as a hobby, it like doesn't really matter as much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what people think. Because I'm not trying to make money off of it. I just want to make content that I enjoy making and can be proud of. And I realized that a really fun way to force myself to like actually read this shit is basically to read it and then do like explainer YouTube shorts. Can you do you understand the format? Like the idea is like I'll be like, like let me just grab one. I literally don't know any of these. I don't know, I guess maybe I should use the, ban men fu. I do know ban men fu. So let's say I read ban men fu myself, right? And then I would do like a, I don't know, 1 minute YouTube short where I'm like, today's Chinese proverb is ban men fu, which tells the story of blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the story, I'm like nowadays it's used as a proverb to signify, ban men fu would be, I mean, there's a whole story, but skipping the story, it means like trying to show off in front of the masters and making a fool of yourself is what ban men fu means. So explainer PowerPoint for like 15 成语 as a start of stream segment would be fire. Start of stream segment is interesting. Like at the beginning of every stream, I do a 成语故事. Yeah, I can see that working. That would be fun. But Duolingo vids were fun. It's a shame they decided to use AI now. I know, right? Well, I mean, Duolingo was always kind of ass to begin with. Like, let's be real. Duolingo is not a good way to learn language things. That would be cool. That sounds cool. I think the shorts would pop off. I don't know if I want them to pop off. I just kind of want an incentive to make it through this. I feel like such a child, like holding this. Maybe it's because last time I held this book, I was literally 7 years old. You can see me, oh my god, I was like circling words. I was circling 词语. Was it because I think I had a tutor at the time? Because so I didn't grow up in China, I grew up here. And so I went to China and my Chinese was not good. And so I think my parents got me a tutor and he was like trying to catch me up on some Chinese things. So I think we were circling like 词语 for me to remember. Like, what does 状态 mean? What does 注明 mean, right? Actually, I don't even know what 渊博 means now. Like, I'm pretty sure second grade me knew more Chinese than I do now. Anyway. That's what happens. That's what happens when you move back to the US and don't remember anything. Okay, is this dry? Can I move on to my next one? Ooh. How's the ASMR? Okay, I guess I'll try it. I'll try a few shorts. We'll play around with the format and we'll see how maybe I'll do it as a stream intro segment first. We'll see how we feel about it after. Okay, next one. You asked, what do you mean 24? Wait, what do you mean? I'm just answering your question. I feel like I've lost the thread of this conversation completely. I only started learning at the end of high school and fell off hard and need to basically start from scratch now. That is how it is. It is how it is. But there's like no time like today. You know what I mean? No time like the present. You're not getting any younger. If you don't start today, at some point 10 years from now, you're going to be like, man, if I had started 10 years ago today, I would be so good now. You know what I mean? Yeah, 24 is not old. 24 is very young. I'm fucking 30, bro. All right. Let me clean out the saucers. No, I don't think I need to, because I need the like the black and the gray again, I think. So I'll just keep these for now. And then we'll use a new one for the yellows. And then I'll just clean the water out. It's a little murky. I learned some Urdu when I was younger and could even write it, but now I just vaguely know a few words. Yeah. Yeah, that truly is the vibe, isn't it? I get you. Okay, I'm gonna get more paper towels and clear the water out and use the restroom. So let me run like a 60-second break and then I'll see y'all in a minute. BRB. I got a little snacky. They're these, my friend got me them from Japan, I think, or was it Taiwan? I forget. But they're apple Kit Kats, and they're actually pretty good. I wasn't sure what to expect from apple Kit Kats, but they were good. Not keeping it up is what killed my memory of it. Like, I couldn't even remember the stroke placement for writing. I know, yeah, it turns out, like, it's actually really freaky how quickly language knowledge denatures over time in your head. I mean, it looks Japanese in the text, but I'm pretty sure my friend was in Taiwan when they got it. Does it taste like apple? How can I explain it except that I don't think it tastes like apple, but it really smells like it. Like, there's a strong fragrance. I mean, to be fair, like a huge portion of our sense of taste is actually smell. So I think you could say it tastes like apple, but in my head, I'm like, oh, that's definitely all in the nose. I'm not tasting anything on the tongue other than normal Kit Kat. Oh, what is it about Kit Kat that just hits the spot? Yep, yeah. Weird Kit Kat flavors percolate across the world like watercolor through paper. I like it, Boria. You saw the low-hanging fruit and you went for it. Except in America where it's already dried. Have you had the sake Kit Kat? No, I've heard about it. Yeah. I don't wonder what my favorite Kit Kat has been. Honestly, I think I'm a default Kit Kat, like, boring person. In the same way that my favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla. Like, I think I'm just kind of a boring person, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry to disappoint. Okay, shall we continue? How's YouTube chat holding up? Yummy, yum? All right, yes, I agree. It is very yummy. Best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. Second best time is today. Well said, Ev. Is that an actual saying? I feel like I haven't heard the tree planting one before. Strawberry. I have tried the strawberry Kit Kat. It is very good. I agree. Oh, look, this one has like a hole in it. That's kind of freaky. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, the Sakura Matcha one is good. I agree. I mean, all the Kit Kat flavors are great. And I think that's why I gravitate towards the default one, is because like the reason all of the flavors are good is because the default Kit Kat is good. You know what I mean? All right, let's do a goldfinch next. Should I raise this? Do you guys like the proximity to the paper, or do you want more field of view? I never know what's better. Okay. We're gonna make a bright yellow. Almost dipped my brush into my tea. That would have been very bad. Bright yellow. Okay. Bright yellow. I guess these two put together probably will do that. I've never even used this one on the top left. I don't even know what kind of a shade of yellow it is. I think it's like a cooler toned yellow than the other one. Bright yellow all over, and then darker areas to the underside. Okay. Let's do a quick blot test. That's too pigmented, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Okay, here we go. The example image looks so perfect. I know. Watercolor artists who are like actually good at what they do blow my mind. I respect them so much. Okay. I feel like this is a very like, it's actually a pretty pale yellow, and then a lot of the details are just coming through like with the smaller brush strokes on darker shades. Okay, let me make this a little bit lighter. And then we learned last time, less water, right? So let me do a drier. And then we'll just do multiple layers of it instead. I guess I don't have to worry about this part because it's all going to be covered in black anyway, so I might as well just try to cover it up. Okay. And then coming down here. I think the most miraculous part is you can really tell that the people who know what they're doing when it comes to watercolors, they are really good at like where things stay white, I feel like is one of those superpowers. It's like the skill that you build up over years of doing it. Oh shit, there's like lint. Is that from the brush? Okay. There's still lint. That's annoying. Like, hold on. The thing I was mentioning earlier about leaving things white, I felt like it was really noticeable in, I mean, it was also noticeable in the Bluebird one, but why is there so much dust? Where's that coming from? Okay. It's like here, you can see there's like bits of white that are really adding to the, I don't know, the lighting effect? I guess that'll come with time. I won't worry too much about that. Okay. It's just cat hair. Is that what I'm seeing? Is that all cat hair? I feel like I still use too much water, even though I was trying to be a little more careful this time. Okay. Time for the blow dryer. Oh, sleep well, sunless eyes. Have a good one. I'm gonna do a second pass of yellow, but on the like, I think this middle area and this top of the wing, because the rest of it looks lighter. And then I'll make the yellow darker, I think. That sounds like a plan to me. Less water, less water, less water, less water. Okay. Right over the wing here. And then I think this one I'll need a darker yellow for anyway. And then a little bit on the underside. Okay, blow dry it. I could watch a stream watching paint dry. Oh my god. We were literally doing that as part of our like Kawakari final render for the course battle I was part of recently. We were literally sitting in VC together watching paint dry. Like, I'm not even kidding. Somebody brought up like in the Discord watch together feature. They pulled up a YouTube video of just like paint drying, literally. Because we were joking that like watching a render is like an After Effects render is like more boring than watching paint dry. And somebody was like, bet. Okay, I think I can let the rest of it dry naturally while I figure out the darker yellow. I think first I'll try whatever shade this is and see how it mixes in. Oh, I think that's orangey. Okay, so if this is a little orangey, then I guess I'll need a little bit of like a bluish thing to make it go a little browner. Or should I just do brown? I think the brown will be too warm. But I can always take it down later. What is this shade? What are you? Uh-oh, I got too much yellow on it. That's okay. I think it's like a teal. I think that might work well, actually. Let me scoop back up some of that yellow that Is that too much teal? Oh, it's greenish now. Oh, maybe that's green. I think that's green. That's okay. We can offset it again. And then to make it less green, I would need like an orange, probably. I could even use this brown because it's like a really orangey brown. Yeah, I think that's working. I think that's working really well, actually. Maybe a little more. I said a little more and then I took like a lot. Okay, let's see how that looks. I mean, it was pretty solid, actually. Are we talking about that one stream? What stream? What? Wait, like my stream? I don't think I've ever done a paint drying stream. Looks a little green, yeah. Yeah, it does, but I think it's working. Okay, so let me do underbelly. So like this area. Oh, is that a raid? Hold on, I'm coming. 1 second. Let me just finish this real quick. Then a little bit here. Sorry, time is of the essence, y'all, so I cannot look away. Okay. Who's in here? Slyly Siler, thank you for the raid. Welcome. What were y'all up to? What were you streaming? Oh, I didn't mean to go that far up on this side. Let me see if I can undo some of that. Oh no. Oh no, I got paper fibers. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Fixable. Fixable. It looks like it has boobs. It looks like it's wearing a corset. We did some Genshin earlier. Contemplating Noelle 5-star. That's a thing? There's a Noelle 5-star? That's crazy. That's actually nuts. I did not know. I did not know that was happening. That's crazy. We've come so far. It's a different game from what I was playing now. Or were you just contemplating what an OL 5-star would look like? Like, what does it mean to contemplate an OL 5-star? I almost did it again. I almost dipped my brush into my tea. She has a big stick. She sure do have a big stick. The layering looks really nice. I'm glad you think so, F. Okay, I'm gonna take the same shade of yellow with a much smaller brush now. Oh, by the way, welcome Slyly Siler's chat also. Good to have you all here. My name's Ying, I'm a variety streamer and once in a while VTuber, but today we are, well, recently I've been on my I've been on a little bit of a handicrafts streak, shall we say. I don't know how these little details are supposed to look, so I'm just gonna kind of half-ass it in my best imitation of what I perceive on the sample. There's like a little bit here. I feel like I made that too brushstrokey. Okay, and then little details here. How's that? This is a bird. So close. That is a bird. This is the kind of energy here. Okay, I think I can darken it even more than I already have for these like brushstrokey parts because it's not really layering in as much as I was hoping it would. So let me make it a little darker. Yeah, it looks nice. I'm glad you think so, Siler. Also, I hope you had a good stream. Thank you for bringing your chat in here. If you need to go rest, please do. I know what that post-stream fatigue feels like. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Wuthering Waves and Nikki too. Blue Archive and looking forward to Neverness to Everness. I have not heard of Neverness to Everness. Here, let me call myself out. Remember how last stream I was like, okay, we'll finish Rush Hour's first career on stream. So like, yeah, that's not what happened. I have, oh my god, there's so much cat hair on my phone. I feel like the team is probably the best way to see what's going on with me. So I've mostly been running Silent Suzuka because she's easiest early game, and then I did one air groove run yesterday that was like very fun. I think she might be my favorite right now. Well, Rush Hour's like the darling, and then the air groove is like the who I wish I could be, you know what I mean? Betrayal. I miss the horse anime waifus game. Do you like it? I think I'm enjoying it so far. It remains to be seen how long I will continue to play. This is only like 2 days in right now, right? But it is like, it's addicting enough that it's difficult to put down. And I think it's important to know the difference between like addictive versus fun. Because I think a lot of gacha games they're designed to be addictive, but you're not necessarily having fun. You feel a little bit like you're being forced to play, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to, like, next stream I'm probably just gonna run like a proper Rush Hour campaign end to end with like whatever veterans I have by then and see if I can take her to the win, because honestly she like you guys warned me, she is a little finicky, but I really want to see her win. I just really want to see her win. So I'm in the middle of my own Top Gun run. I think it'll go okay. She's going okay so far, but I don't know. I don't know how long I'll keep it up for. Yeah. The race format is way too effective in getting you invested in the girls. Yeah. And I think that like obviously like they're designed to sort of cover like a wide range of like types of people, right? So I can see why not every girl is speaking to me, and that's also okay, but I think I'm most curious who I'm gonna end up loving the most, I guess, for lack of a better way of phrasing that. Okay, I wanna clean that up a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm missing some depth around the face here. Can I just add it in like this? And then dab it off? Do you think? Oh, yo, the hella worked. It like added just enough texture. But not too much. Wait, that's kind of a hack. That's cool. Okay, now I'm gonna go even darker and then try to do the like really teeny brushstroke looking things. How do I go even darker? Let me think about that. Maybe I'll add some gray to it. Oh shoot, that was too much. Or was it? Unless, okay, wait. Let me reconstitute it real quick. I do need it more opaque, so I think this will be okay. Maybe some of this lighter brown. It's kind of green. Okay. Okay. I think that should be okay. Haru Urara? I have not run Haru Urara yet. No. I know that she is widely beloved. I know people love her. I feel like before I started this game, my entire TL was just people talking about like Gold Ship and Haru Urara, basically. And so I was like very curious who the other like lesser known horse girls would be. And then I was like, how come nobody on my tail was talking about Rice Shower? She's so precious. Like, I don't understand. What's wrong with you people? Like, why is nobody talking about her? So now I've become her personal cheerleader. Okay, a little bit more over here. How's that? I think that's pretty solid. I think I can darken. I think I'm also making the paper a little too wet because there's like some weird paper textures showing now. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Any clips of the real horses? I have. Especially Gold Ship. This already looks so much better than the bluebird, really. Even though I screwed up the paper right here. Okay, that was all step 1. Step 2 is paint the tail feathers gray-brown, leaving a small white dot in the center. Or no, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. Paint the tail feathers gray-brown, adding darker gray for depth. So that's this part, and I'm imitating this. So let me do the gray-brown first. I think I need more of a brown tone in this than what's currently in here. But it might also be, I wonder if it's too dark already. No, I think it'll be okay. Gray is always a little bit misleading. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty solid, I think. Darker gray for depth. Not too much water. Here we go. Go light first. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm fucking doing. Okay. Light first and then darker. I can do that. Surely. That's a very light gray, and I'll let that dry. Stack a little bit more on and then go darker gray. Corin, go ahead and fold clothes. Why not? In high school, my dad and I did a science fair project where we made an artificial neural network to try and predict which horse would win a horse race. We had to go test it IRL, and you won like $80? That's crazy, Cassie Laura. Really good brunch out of it, too. I like that. I like that. Makes me wish I had a relationship with my dad that was like that instead of whatever the hell it is. I think there's a little bit of grays down here also. Am I imagining that? I don't think I'm imagining that. I think I can stack grays in here. Okay. I think that's good for a second layer of grays, and then I can go darker gray. Yeah. Yeah. A prequel of Squid Game. Your dad and uncles go bird trapping? Folding clothes is boring. That's I literally got into podcasts because I hated folding clothes, like, to no accompaniment. I think people like talking about the horses that are still around IRL more. Oh, because a lot of them are like dead. Like Rest Shower. She would be so he would be so old now. If still alive. That'd be a zombie of a horse. Okay, let me get some of this darker gray going again. This was the one that was coming out almost black, I think. So let me rehydrate it slightly. And then I think I need a little more water. Oh shit, I just like sprayed pigment all over. Okay. Hopefully that's okay, but we'll find out. Yeah, I didn't have to be so nervous, that's fine. I could have gone even darker. Actually, in fact, I will go even darker. So how did I do this? I think I started with this brown, and then I added the dark blue. I think that'll work. Yes. Okay. Right here. I think this has some dry brushing of like just straight browns. Let me try that real quick. Like it's like mixed in there. Yeah. Second painting is already looking amazing. We do a compare and contrast. I need to fold clothes. Why does everyone here need to fold clothes? What's going on with you people? No, I get it. I super get it. I too fucking hate it. I put it off for so long and then I get like a little pile of laundry just like forming on my couch or my chair or my floor or whatever the mood may be that day, you know what I mean? Oh, here, I should take you along on my color blending journey. All right, so I'm doing the browns and the blues again for the close to black. This came out like pretty close to a true to black kind of feeling last time, so hopefully I can recreate that. That might be a little too warm toned, so a little more blue. Okay, let me just try that. Yeah, that'll do. That's dry. I think I just need to make a lot more of the black actually, so let me add more water to it. I also forgot to leave the center white here. Oh, can I still wipe that off actually? Let's see. if it's not. Oh no, I think it dried too fast. Yeah, that's okay. Man, how'd I get it so dark last time? I don't know. I left for a while, you already turned into a pro. How's it possible? I wonder how you get such a true black out of it. Do you just have to use a marker? Is that all it is? I don't know if I can get it any darker than that. I'll be real. I don't know how I did it last time. Need to start with a pre-mixed black pigment. Maybe I just need a black pigment starter. Yeah, I don't have one, so. All right, time for the head. Should I do the eye first? Let me do the eye first. Leave a little white dot. A little white dot. Yippee! Alright, and then the crown of the head is like... It's got a bit of an arch to it around here. And it almost touches the eye, but not quite. And then it's like a little bit rounded out around this part of the beak. And then there's like a little white bit right here. I don't know if that's left on purpose, but I guess I will match the reference. Okay. I dried a little bit too fast. That's okay. Alright. How's that? Cut a piece of the black, but I was like, it's like manga toning. Let me see if I can just darken it with like further layers or something. Because it's drying pretty fast right now, thankfully. Let me try layering it on more. I'm like almost out. Do a little highlight here. Okay. And then the beak and the feet. Yeah. Woof. Let's see. Beak and feet need to be warm orange. Do you think I can convert this to a warm orange, or is it too far gone? I think it might be too far gone. Let me just wipe it out. You picked it up quick, I think. Wonderful. Like a duck to watercolor is really funny. I remember that first watercolor session that we did years ago. I remember thinking like, oh, this isn't... I thought watercolor was going to be really intimidating, you know what I mean? And I actually feel like it wasn't as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. Which is always a really good feeling to have about a new thing you're learning. Okay, warm orange. Let's see what I can do. I'll start with this brown, actually. And then pick up some of this yellow tone. That seems promising. Yeah, that'll work. I need more of this yellow, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I would define that as like a warm orange. Maybe a little bit of brown in it to desaturate, like the darker brown. Yeah, it's like a burnt orange. Okay, we'll do the feet first. So cute. Sparks joy. I'm so glad we did this. So glad I decided to use stream as my like accountability thingy. And I'm so glad so many of you guys are like artists, so I can just shamelessly ask for your help. Thank you for coaching me. Okay. I would say I think that's the best part of being like, because I'm not quite a VTuber anymore, right? But being VTuber adjacent, the best part is definitely like getting to meet a lot of artists. Little claws! So happy for you, thank you. Okay, and then let's do the beak. I feel like they left the top a little bit white for like the reflection. I really like that. Yeah! Yeah, that sparks joy! And then like a little bit of a splotchy brown tone here. Sparks joy. Okay. Maybe a little more at the tippy top right here. Too much of a line. I want more of a triangle. Yeah! Let's go! Okay. And then a splotchy brown on the bottom here. So let me start with this one again. And I think it's so diluted right now because it was meant to be a light gray that I think I should be able to take it into a brown if I just add a bunch of brown pigment. Hold on. It might be a little too watered down. I'm like, what if I point my blow dryer at the saucer? That'd be pretty funny. I think this is a pretty good brown tone actually. Let me test it real quick. Yeah, I like the like coolness of it. And I think it's actually kind of nice for it to be more diluted at first, because it gives me a little more room for maneuvering. And then I'll point my blow dryer at it. Leave some white patches here and there. Yeah! Makira, hello! Going out with a bunch of my friends today to the cat cafe. Happy 20th birthday, Makira! Hope you enjoy the cat cafe. That sounds very fun. You make me want to get sushi to dab in some wasabi soy sauce. I love F in YouTube chat just going like, cute! So cute! It sparks joy. Thank you, F. I appreciate the, I guess in Chinese I would call it 捧场. Like cheerleading. Okay, I want to take advantage of like the watercolor, the way the pigment gathers on the edges when there's a lot of water on it. I think it would look really good on the branch actually. So I'm just going in with like a lot of liquid. Because I think that's what will make it look splotchier. Like that. And then let me blow dry it. I have painted with soy sauce before. I can see that working really well, actually. That makes a lot of sense to me. Look at that bird! Look at that bird! I was staining paper to look like old beat up parchment. Ah, was it a cosplay thing? Every time I look, he's gotten cuter. I love it, F. You want to name him? The word that comes to mind to describe this bird is effervescent. Thank you. I love to hear it. Okay, hear me out. 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 What is too much? There's a piece of lint that's just like swimming. Do you see that? It's just swimming around in it. It looks like forbidden soy sauce. Unwet. Unmoisten yourself, bull. Is that hair? No, it's like a dust particle. Let me fish it out. Ooh, where did it go? Oh yeah, it's on my brush now. I wonder if it might just be like a brush fiber. Okay, is this dark enough? Can I paint with it yet? Oh yeah, that seems promising. Okay. Come back to Ying trying to blow dry the paint. Should I be concerned? Listen, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. Okay, I'm just trying to get the branch looking a little bit splotchier than what I have it as. And I think it's working. I think it's getting somewhere. This is what I like about watercolor specifically, is the like the pigment gathering at the edges kind of vibe. I feel like only with watercolors can you get that kind of an energy. Okay, that looks promising. And then one more time. Great. I think the branch is my favorite thing about this painting. Okay, let me add a little bit of the brownness to the leggies here. And then I think we're done. I know, it's very branchy looking. Exactly. Oh my god, it turned out so good! Wow! Blow drying the paint on the highest setting with a blank canvas could lead to some fun high art. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Especially because of the way of the, like if you just put a lot of liquid on. Okay, yeah. I can kind of see the improvement. I feel like the only reason this feels better though is because I did a lot more of the tiny brushstroke type painting versus like this one didn't have that as much. But I do think that everyone's tips about like just not using too much water is the #1 thing. that I learned. I'm also glad that the paperweight is good enough that it's not like bleeding through to the other side, right? Like you can't see, other than a little bit of wrinkle, you can't really tell. That's just interior decorating. Yeah, it really creates a cool feather effect. Yeah, exactly. The tiny brush strokes. You like the wing the most, this part? That's true, because it has the texture of the wing. I agree. That did turn out well. It looks quite different actually from the reference, but I'm pretty happy with it. I guess I need to get like maybe a black starter paint. Okay, let's do a third and final. What do you guys think? Wood thrush. Oh, this suddenly gets really complex. I'm scared of this one. Oh, I can see how like the almost like stippling like style in this one would lead well into this, because this has the same like, let me hold it up closer. Like the blue here is actually a stippled effect. And you're kind of doing that lightweight on the wood thrush. Okay. Let's name them at the end, guys. Start thinking about what names you want to give them. The quail looks judgy. Ah, I see what you mean. Like kind of prissy pants. You like mine more than the ref? Damn, all right. That's what you meant by outdoing the reference. Good quality paper, especially workbook. Yeah, exactly. There were other workbooks that I found. There was one on Amazon that I was like, oh, let me just get it and like compare the quality, you know what I mean? Let me actually go grab it so you guys can see what I mean. It's right here. So first of all, this one's not spiral bound, so it doesn't lie flat, which I think is important. And it has a lot more like instruction text than the other one, but the paper is obviously a lot thinner. And then like this, it's like, I mean, it's really nice paper still, but it is noticeably thinner. But I think it's still really good, like instructional. And I like that there's like a place for you to practice mixing colors. So it's cool. I just wish it lay flat. This feels a lot more like you're drilling versus like the one that I have is like, let's just draw some birds because they spark joy. You will name the first two Blobus and Lemon Scent. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'll write down your name suggestions in the corner, and then we'll do it like how white women choose their baby names. You know what I mean? We'll vote, and then I'll cross out all the ones that don't get chosen and circle with like hearts and stars for the one that wins. Hold on, let me grab a pen. Oh no, I'll grab a pencil. What's wrong with this pencil? It's my lead. Oh, I'll just use a pen. Okay. What? Blobus Spuria for this one. Blobus. And the second one is Lemon Scent. And then Pim and Leonid. Do Baldwing. So this is Pim and the other one's Leonid. Corin. Big B and then Leopold. Okay, Big B. And Leopold. What's going on with the Leo names? I think we gotta factor in the bird's personality. Lunch and dinner? No. This is lunch. And this is dinner. You said it. No take back slightly. Okay. And then we'll do the third one and also give it a bunch of name options. Leo vibes. Oh, honey for the goldfinch, says F. Honey for the goldfinch. Honey. F, do you have a suggestion for the bluebird? All right, so far we have Blobus, Pim, Big B, and Lunch. And for the goldfinch, we have Lemon Scent, Leonid, Leopold, Dinner, and Honey. I kind of like the bluebird being Lunch. Cyril and Safi, I like that. Cyril and Safi. Okay. All right. If you guys drop more names and I miss them later in chat, let me know and I'll catch up after we paint the wood thrush. Muffin and mustard? Oh, the bluebird is Sweetie F? I like that. Okay, Sweetie. Sweetie and honey? Your naming sense is so cute. These look pretty neat for a beginner. You seem to have good control over where the colors go. I'm glad, Faceless, because I don't feel like I know what the hell I'm doing. Muffin and mustard. Muffin and mustard. You guys have cursed naming sense. I love it. Bluebell and Buttercup. I like that, Misty Wolf. Bluebell and Buttercup. Okay. I'm gonna pause that and start painting the wood thrush. How long are we into? We're 2 hours in a stream. Yeah, I think I can do a third painting. I think that's fine. I already have this brown like mixed, you know, so I might as well use it. And then I can make this the gray bottom here. And it's basically gray, black, and brown. So that seems doable. I guess the faded pink looking thing is, wait, where does that even go? Paint the cheek and body very light gray. The head, oh, let me show you guys what I'm reading. The head, back, and tail feathers are brown, but you leave some areas white, especially between the wing feathers. And then once it's dry, you add darker shades of brown in layers. And then you paint the, oh, the pink is for the leggies. Paint the legs and feet pale peach. It is a pale peach. That's really nice. That's really cute. Use a small brush to add gray spots to the body, face, and beak. And then paint the eye black, leaving small white dot in the center for highlight. Use a small brush to add quick, thin strokes for feather-like texture. Cool. Okay. Let's do it. Let me top up my tea real quick and have another snacky. Oh, I still have a Kit Kat. Ow. What made you decide to do a watercolor stream? I've just always wanted to get better at watercolor. It's like probably my favorite art style. I'm like really not a very good artist. So I want to get to like at least mediocre, you know what I mean? I think that would be nice. So if this has been fun, maybe I'll just keep drilling watercolors on stream. Force you guys to keep me company while I try to get better. Looks so soothing and relaxing, especially being birds. I know, right? I was really happy to see that there was like a bird dedicated workbook. I think the plant ones are really cool too. Like this is the plant one that I have. But I think I'd have to rip the pages out for it to work, which feels kind of bad. What's your opinion on sweet potato Kit Kats? I didn't even know those existed. I have not tried a sweet potato Kit Kat before. It's giving supper. The third bird has snack vibes. Snack or supper? I mean, I think they're both solid suggestions. Okay. Oh, I wanted a biscuit. Look at these biscuits my friend Moshi, or like Maud, I guess. My friend and Maud Moshi got me from England. These are so good. They're strawberry white chocolate, and then the dried strawberry bits in here are like super chewy. So you get the white chocolate flavor in the like batter of the biscuit, and then you get chewy strawberry bits. It truly sparks joy. Mmm. You're supposed to bake those in the oven? You're supposed to bake the sweet potato Kit Kats? What? That's crazy. Oh, that looks good. It do look good, and it tastes good too, Mayo. Okay, shall we? Where's my thicker brush? I haven't used it in a hot minute. Here we go. So we're gonna do the very light gray first. I'm gonna convert this back into a proper... Oh no! I've already messed up the page. It's okay, it's just the reference. Oh, it's like green right now. All right, let me get that grayer. So to offset the green, I need red? Orange? Orangish red? This thing. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay, that's okay. Too much. More of the green. Oh god, I keep spurting pigment. Okay. think it keeps coming out brown, which I think is because of the oranginess. So maybe some blue. Da ba dee da ba die. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, I think the hardest part of watercolors is mixing the colors. A little more blue. These are all very cool tones, exactly. Okay, I think that's kind of working. And then let me see if it's too pigmented. Yeah, it's a little dark, so a bit of water. And then try to keep the brush drier. I think if there's the number one thing I learned from you guys today is like wetness management. Okay, cheek and body. Here we go. You see what I'm doing? Okay. Okay. Doing good, doing good. Doing good, doing good. Yeah? That's already so much better than my first attempt on the Bluebird of like... I don't even really remember what happened. I just remember it came out really splotchy and it didn't look right. It is a little bit of a darker gray than I intended for it to be, but I think it'll be okay. Paint the back, tail, and feathers brown, but leaving some areas white. So let me see if this is brown enough. So much water. I'm gonna maybe try to warm up that tone a little bit. Actually, no, maybe it's okay. I'm just gonna go for it. So we'll start with the head. I think it's okay for it to be lighter right now anyway. And then I'm supposed to leave some areas white, such as probably like here-ish. And then somewhere around here. I'm gonna go all the way to the tail feathers here. Okay, I think I wish I'd left more white spots in the back over here, but it's okay. Cappuccino! Mocha latte! I like it. Oh, Kami, thanks for hanging out. Barky is your name for this one. Okay, let me write down Barky and cappuccino. Okay, we got him. I thought for whatever reason that Ying did all the drawings as freehanding the painting. Did not know there was a guidebook with an outline. Yeah, it's a guidebook, Lily. I am not nearly good enough to just be freehanding. That would be crazy. Can you imagine? Okay, I think that was a thin enough layer that it's actually mostly dry. So I'm going to add my second layer to darken the brown. But I also think I should mix the brown more pigmented anyway. I probably should have left more white on the lighter layers now that I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. I can still kind of achieve that effect, I think. Okay, and then while I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna mix it darker. Darker, maybe a little warmer. No, actually, I think it's pretty much the right level of warmth right now. Like soy sauce, I know, it's forbidden sashimi dipping saucer. Maybe some blue in this to cool down the color. I can see that also. I think I still want the base brown to be a little darker than what I have it as right now. Let me see if this works. This is too much water. Guide it away, guide it away. Okay. I'm realizing so much of this is just like water management in the sense that you like coax it into the shapes you want it to be. Maybe a little bit here. Like, I want this dark patch towards the end more so I can just guide it that way, right? That's pretty crazy. It's really just, yeah, it's like water bending. That's insane. That's so fun. Cool. This is gonna take too long to dry. I'm gonna blow dry it. Here we go. Coffee bean? Wait, we name it bean short for coffee bean? I'm so down. Okay, bean. Watercolor painting is 50% babysitting the water and 50% letting the water do as it pleases. I really like that mindset. Yeah, that resonates. Let me see if I can hold this up closer to the camera and you guys can literally watch the paint dry. That satisfying. Peak content is watching paint dry. Zoom, enhance. What if one of them had a serious name like here's blueberry Yamata no orochi and bean? I mean, feel free to suggest the name Yamata no orochi. Did you want to name this one blueberry? Oh, we have bluebell. Oh shoot, hold on, I lost my own page that was supposed to be on. Okay, here we are. Okay. I mean, I think the base is pretty solid at this point, so let's add the darker shades of brown in layers. I think this needs additional browning and also blue, as was recommended by Misty Wolf earlier in YouTube chat, to make it darker. Sorry, you guys can't see what colors I'm picking up, are you? A little bit more blue. Da-ba-dee, da-ba-dee. Okay, yeah, that seems promising. And then, whew, now it's time to do the dep. Oh, I see. When you do the dab, you can't let the water connect the way you think it's gonna. Interesting. Well, that complicates things. Then how do you... I guess you have to manage the gaps between the water droplets? My god. That's crazy. That seems very difficult. Alright, I'll do my best. Am I doing this right? Can you guys make out the texture on the camera? I think so. It looks okay. Around the neck, there's like a lighter patch. Like here. So I should work around it. Oh, there's like longer feather shapes here. Okay. Make use of the edge of the water for that. I don't know if I'm doing that right. Maybe I'll come back with another darker layer after. I mean, the texture is like kind of coming through. I don't know if it's necessarily doing what I was hoping it would do, but I think it's because my pigment isn't dark enough actually. So maybe I'll just go in with another darker layer after this one. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Smooth the noggin out over here. Yeah, let me just darken it. More brown, more blue. Dot it like a comic book. I think it's hard because if you dot it with too much liquid, it just combines into one liquid mass, right? Surprisingly tricky. Okay, I'll just go a little darker every time. Let me dry this off. You can dab over already wet places to add a somewhat soft texture. You only need to mind the gaps on the final more defined layer, so don't think about it too much. Oh yeah, I guess it is more of a middle layer right now still. That's true. Good point. Gonna start here again. And then dab, 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 dab. I feel like it's so hard to get the gradient right on this one. Like a dark splotch around here. Okay. We're gonna watch paint dry again. I suggest Speckles as a name for this one. I like that. I like that F. Speckles. Okay. Darker shades of brown in layers. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I think it's more or less ready for... I'm gonna do one last round of dots and then go in with the blacks, I think. Wonder if I can make... There's like these long pinion feather looking shapes. I like keep trying to make them happen. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen. But maybe if I just round it out more, you know? Does that cope with me? Maybe. No, I think it's working. I think it's working. You just like round it out and let the paint sit, you know what I mean? Okay. One more time. It's harder because they outlined where the brown terminates on your canvas where they didn't on the sample. Oh, as in like the outlining is making it look more extreme. Like more of a jarring stop. That's fair, yeah. Okay, time for the almost black looking. So I'm just gonna add a bunch of blue to this and see what happens, I guess. Boop, 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 boop. Hope it gets dark enough, because I don't have black. I think it's turning a little greenish, so I might need a touch of red. Red or orange. Oh, I almost dipped it in my tea! Don't do that. Okay. Now it's looking like greenish almost. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's just not getting as dark as I want it to be. It keeps looking kind of chocolatey instead of on the blacker side. I think this will do for the next layer though. I can probably just go with like a black ink pen for some of the black detailing. But I think this should be dark enough for the speckling. Kind of want a watercolor challenge where you only paint with tea colors. That would be so interesting actually. I like that idea. Okay. I guess I can just do all the black detailing now. Quick thin strokes for a feather-like texture. Okay. Let me just try. Let's just see how this goes. So I'll do the beak first because this is still a dark gray. It hasn't quite become a black. Why does it blend into the jaw like that? That's weird. Okay. A little bit over the eyes. And behind the eyes. And then there's these like string-like shapes here. And then there's these like little, here, I'll hold it up. Little like short line like patterns that I feel like I should do now while I have the gray and it's not like black yet. So let me try that. God, they're like everywhere. Maybe a more vertical brush so it's more pointy. It's like between the dots. Short lines. This is very meditative. I like it. I did make the belly a little too dark on the gray. That's unfortunate. It's way too late to fix that now, so I will have to live with the consequences of my own actions. Well, well, well. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's the gray layer. Dark belly just means different lighting. There you go. I like that. Guess what? A cat accidentally attacked someone's upper legs and now both sides hurt and burn and bleed. Miracle, I hope you're okay. I'm sorry you've been attacked by a cat. How do I make this blacker? I feel like I got it actually really close to black on the bluebird earlier. Like that was my most successful one. This bit of black is like, it's proper black. This one's gray. How did I do that? How did I do that? That's weird. Some blue mayhaps? So the solution I keep reaching for is like, what if I just added more blue? Is it a little greenish? Oh yeah, stop that. Let me add a little bit of this just to see if the plum can offset the green hue. Hard to say. Very hard to say. Stop it! Oh my god, I keep spraying random pigment. Now it's like streaking all over the page. I want to turn every bird purple and green. Turn it into myself. I like that thought process. All right, let's do the dots. Hopefully this is enough. Oh yeah, that looks doable. Okay, so then I'll just keep dabbing it. I don't know if this is dark enough. I think it'll be okay. Oh my god, how are they doing the like teeny tiny little dots? Is it just very delicate? Maybe that's it. I need to be more delicate with the brush point. Oh. Oh, I feel like I'm holding my breath. Have they taken adult coloring books too far? That's what I feel like right now. I feel like I'm doing an adult coloring book. It's surprisingly difficult to manage the brush tip on this thing, I gotta say. Okay. This is coming together, if you say so. I feel like I'm losing it. I feel like I had it and then I started losing it. It is fun trying to color within the lines with a brush tip that is so temperamental. Very enjoyable. We love a good challenge in this house. Yeah, it's like a little dot here, a little bit more detail here, and then I think this is where I can start imitating the like darker outlines here. I think there's a bit of on this wing. Why are you not coming through as black as I thought you were gonna? Huh? Okay. That's fine. I can live with that. And then a little bit of a darker underline over here. It's not quite black, but it'll do. And over here also. Okay. A sign of evolution and broadened perspective. Less that you're losing it, more that you had a less clear idea of what you wanted before. Yeah, okay. What a positive spin, Mercury. Try lessening the water so it'll get more pigmented more quickly. Yeah. That's why I was blow drying it earlier. I was like, I just need to decrease the amount of water in this. But I think it has worked. I think it has worked. Let me do the eye. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Oh, I think I messed up the roundness of the eye this time a little bit. Yeah, I messed it up. I don't know if this is still fixable, but let me try. Okay, I think that might be okay. Oh shit, I covered up the white dot. Duke, duke, duke. Okay, let's try that again. What if I just use a black pen? Hold on. And then I isolate the dot and then I fill in the gaps. Will that work better? Ooh, there's a fiber. Like that. And then I think similarly I can use the black pen to like fill in some of these parts that I wasn't able to get dark enough. That actually looks a lot better. Oof. I kind of just want to fill in the eye at this point. Yeah, it adds so much definition. I like that a lot more. All right, then the leggies. The leggies are a pale peach. That's why I waited till the end, because I was like, I don't got pale peach, bro. What do you want from me? Okay, let me clean out this saucer. And then pale peach, huh? How the damn hell? I guess just like a really watered down red orange. Oh, I should use the little brush for this, actually. Here's the little brush. Watered down red orange. Surely. Does white even do anything here? Let me try. There's a reason I haven't touched the white at all. I think that'll actually work okay if I just water it down enough. Get you a pure black. Yeah, I do think so. All right. So I think the peach is kind of just on the outside edge. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, shoot. Why am I messing it up so much? Stop. Okay. go. It's so pale, but it's oddly comforting, even though it's like barely present. Okay, and then thin strokes of the dark gray from earlier, I think. Maybe if I take it with a bit of water for definition on the leggies. Down here. Okay. There we go. Number 3 is done. Grab your plant book. It had mixing recipes. Oh, you're right. It did. Like this? Oh, it's like, it's asking for like gray shades and stuff that I don't have. Here's deep. Oh, deep has white in it. That's crazy. Huh. Anyway. Yippee! We did it! Wait, so what are we naming them? Did we have more name suggestions for this one? We have 4 names on this. Let me read the other ones. I'll blow dry this one. This one is Regal. I agree. Let me see if I can clean up some of this mess over here. Oh yeah, it's like coming off okay. I'm just using a damp paper towel. Okay. Cleaner than before. I did somewhere, but I forgot. But like seashell is a peachy pink. Yeah, right. Oatmeal? I love burnt toast. I love these suggestions. Okay, burnt toast says faceless. Burnt toast. Oatmeal. I do think oatmeal is maybe the ideal name for this bird, Steffi. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all another minute or so to make name suggestions if you still have any. Okay. It does remind me of oat. I agree. Captain. Not sure why. I can respect that. Sometimes naming is just a vibe. Okay, so we have that suggestion down. Bumblebee for the goldfinch. Bumblebee. These are all really good names for you. Maybe I should make you guys name all of my D&D OCs from now on. Yeah, we are kind of hungry. Gunther, I like that. Poppy, like a muffin. All right. Any other names? We still have this Blorbo. So we have the bluebird, the goldfinch, and the wood thrush to name. Marshy? Okay. It's not burnt toast, it's golden toast. Okay, I'll add golden toast also as an option. Every time people say burnt toast, I just think about Jesus toast. Puff for the bluebird, I like that, I like that. Nice and simple, textured. All right, I'm gonna cut y'all off in like 30 seconds. Anything else? Going once, going twice. Orb for the bluebird. You guys are just like round. Or just toast. I can respect that. Okay. Going twice. I will name the wood thrush Sir Pokesy because it has a long beak. Sir Pokesy. Okay. That's it. Now we're gonna vote. So I'm not running a damn poll. It's gonna take so long to type all this in. I'm just gonna read them out to you. Drop your favorite name from the list in chat, and then I will eyeball it, and then we'll circle and star the winner. Okay. So for again, this is our bluebird. Bro looks so janky. And our name options are Blobus, Pim, Bigby, Lunch, Cyril, Sweetie, Muffin, Bluebell, Puff, and Orb. Drop your favorite name in chat for our guy here. I'll hold up the list so you can consider your options. Blobus, Pim, Bigby, Lunch, Cyril, Sweetie, Muffin, Bluebell, Puff, and Orb. Lunch, says Buria. Slightly burnt toast with the cottage cheese and chia cheese on top, too lengthy. Lunch, Puff, Bigby, Lunch, Pedro, welcome to chat. It looks like lunch is winning. Oh, my tummy just growled. Puff is cute. Big B and lunch are like neck and neck. Puff, I think, also has 2 votes, but lunch has 3. I think it's lunch, y'all. Lunch is the winner. Ding, 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 ding. Here. It's now lunch. Okay, next one. Goldfinch. Your options are lemon scent, Leonid, Leopold, dinner, honey, saffy, mustard, buttercup, and bumblebee. What's your favorite of that list? Here you go. Here are your options. I hope dinner wins because lunch won the last one. People are gonna be like, were you just hungry when you named these? Bumblebee, I'm biased for this one. I can respect them. Nothing wrong with voting for your original suggestion. Why not? All right, we got 2 dinners, 3 dinners, 4 dinners, 5 dinners. Guys, I think mustard, whole grain mustard is his full name. It is kind of, there's like 3 mustard votes right now, but 6 dinner votes. So I think, unfortunately, dinner is gonna be the winner. Dinner is the winner. Here we go. Dinner. My stomach just growled again. I am hungry. Okay. Third one. Don't tell me this is gonna end up being snack. Wait, I don't think I even wrote down snack. Someone else said snack earlier. Whole grain mustard. Okay, 1 second. Let me get the pages right. Okay, so for the wood thrush, we have, I think, the most names. We have Barky, Cappuccino, Bean, Speckles, Burnt Toast, Oatmeal, Captain, Poppy, Gunther, Marshy, Golden Toast, Just Toast, or Sir Pokesy. Lunch, dinner, and toast. It's like kind of on theme, but also a little off kilter. I think that's kind of cute. Or oatmeal. You're right. You guys are like, what about just think about breakfast foods. Toast. We have 2 oatmeals, 2 toasts, 3 oatmeals, 3 oatmeal votes, and 2 toasts. 3 toasts. They're neck and neck. 3 for 3 with oatmeal and toast across YouTube and Twitch chat. 4 toast, 5 toast, 6 toast. 4 oatmeal, I think. I mean, it sounds like toast is winning. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, then F is changing to oatmeal. Oh, wait, so it's like 5v5 oatmeal v toast. I don't know. We need to. Oh, wait, we got a tiebreaker out here. Len voted toast. Sir Toasty. Okay, we're gonna name it Toast, short for Sir Toasty Toast the Second Esquire. Toast. Sir Toasty Toast the Second. Oh my god, my stomach. Esquire. Here we go. That's the full name. I gotta go have lunch, bro. I'm about to overtake all of the audio on this stream with my tummy growls. All right, we did it! Wow! Wow! Okay, so here's how we started. This is lunch. Lunch is a blorbo and my first attempt, and we learned a lot of things about not using too much water. So that was great. And then we moved on to dinner. Dinner, I think, is my cleanest work today. The feather patterns really came through with the small strokes of the brush. I gotta learn how to do like these kinds of teeny tiny clean strokes. They look like a marker, honestly. Like maybe you just have to combine a marker in, if I think about it. I also realized what I messed up with dinner is I could have left a lot more bits of white for like highlight and dimension. And so I tried to do that more with wood thrush, but I think the white came out kind of patchy with this one, because I was struggling with the stippling. But I think these were all strong beginner attempts, and I think I'm proud of myself for trying. Sir Toasty. Yes, Sir Toasty Toast the Second, Esquire. Yay! Okay, so after this, we still have, I think if we keep up 3 per stream, I think it'll take 4 streams to finish this. And I think that's, I mean, if you guys had, it seems like you guys had fun. Correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like this was fun for everyone. So I'll just keep going. And so next time we do a watercolor stream, we'll do quail, hummingbird, and cardinal. These are like getting exponentially more difficult, I think. That's a sick bird. Thank you, cheese pants. I had a great time. I'm glad. Lunch is the first child and the parents have no idea what they're doing. It's so true. It's so true. Lunch is like, bro, I'm just doing my best. Super relaxing. That's good. I'm very happy to hear that. All right. Let us toast to to Sir Toast over here. A little cheers. Tea cheers. Dunk. Okay. Woo! This is a great stream and you did great. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need the encouragement. Not only the encouragement, you guys were really helpful for like actual tips and tricks too. So thank you for guiding me, my large group of coaches. Get a black paint before next time? I guess I could. I want it to be in one palette, you know what I mean? So maybe I sacrifice something from the palette. Maybe like this tealish green, because we already have a true green here. I can replace that one with like a black. I'll see if there's one in this size. Okay. Great time to end. It's perfectly lunchtime. It's like, well, it's a little bit past lunchtime. It's 1 p.m. Let me see if there's someone we can raid on Twitch. Oh my god, I've left paint streaks all over my desk. I'm gonna have to clean up after this. Anyone Twitch side? Let's see. Rena's playing Genshin. I don't raid Genshin streamers anymore. Sorry. Oh, Tofi's just chatting. Maybe we can just go say hi to Tofi. Or, oh, Leishan's doing music? Yeah. Oh my god, Leishan's doing music production, guys. Let's go bother Leishan. I really wanna do more music. I wanna learn music production properly. I'm gonna steal all the coaching tips to you for myself. Yeah, that's just how it should be. That's how it should be. Let's learn together, right? Okay. Thank you. Also, I will enjoy my lunch for sure. If you're not familiar with Leishan, he is a VTuber. They are a VTuber. I actually don't know what Leishan's pronouns are. I've never asked. I think it was he, him. Anyways, Leishan is a VTuber who does a lot of music also, and is currently doing a music production stream, which I always think is very fun to like watch producers and their process, because everyone's process is so different. It's also so opaque to me. It's like a world that I know almost nothing about, but let's go learn music production together after learning watercolors together. Okay, let me switch us to here. Whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, have a wonderful time of day. Thank you for joining me for introductory watercolors. Let us say goodbye to lunch, dinner, and Sir Toasty Toast the Second Esquire. And I will catch you all next stream. Next week I'll do probably one Uma Musume stream and then another watercolor stream is my plan. We'll just repeat this week. Okay, see y'all next time. Bye-bye! Bye!